everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Weblog. We are Friday. Yeah, it's Friday night, motherfucker. Once again, I mean, that's getting a bit old, isn't it? We are December the 11th, 2015. It's a little bit past 10 p.m. And by the end of that one, it should be a little bit past 10:30, I hope. Today, not a lot of stuff happened, let's be totally honest. It's a Friday, so for starters, Fridays are a pretty dead day. It's usually a day where I will rant about stuff. But I really have nothing to rant about today. Yeah. I was just checking on, the 1-1 draw between Rennes and Caen in the League 1. Not the League 1, the Ligue 1, because League 1 is a championship in England, as it turns out. Yeah. What can I talk about? Yesterday I spent 3 hours playing Left 4 Dead 2, and we completed one campaign with a friend, and I died a lot of times during the next one we tried, which is kind of weird because, I mean, one thing that I hate about playing solo is just the lack of action from the IAs. If you play Left 4 Dead, you probably know, the pain in the ass that is, oh, well, there's a witch. I guess I'll have to wait for a horde or a tank to have someone else shoot the fucking witch instead of me, because the witch pings me, and playing alone, it's a fair shot that you will get pinned before your partners will shoot the witch. Also I yelled a lot, and while we were prepping the microphones and all, I heard my neighbors for the first time in the whole term. I don't know if that was my neighbors in their apartment or if they were in the entrance hall. If they were in the hall, then I understand it, because my main door isn't that good at insulation, with the sound. So yeah. But if they were in their apartment, that means that for 3 months they've heard me talking about a lot of shit, I guess. But it was a lot of fun. My friend said it was the first time we completed the last level of the hotel part of Left 4 Dead 2. I'm not sure that it's entirely true though, and I'm trusting you on that because I've done that level so many times, that campaign I would say, so many times by myself, and I made it. I think the only time I didn't make it was when I decided to go on hard instead of normal. I'm not gonna, activate realism, because usually the levels where I die will be pretty much realism. It's the rooftop finale on No Mercy, or pretty much every finale in a Left 4 Dead campaign. So yeah, or close enough to the shelter, to the safe home that, well, you cannot respawn even though you're just there, but there's no place for your partners to pick you up, because that'll make them, go the other way for like 5 or 10 minutes of campaign. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. But it was a lot of fun. Because of that, I went to sleep very, 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 very late. Mainly because, we spent, I think, too much time forgetting about how we actually do a campaign, how we actually set up a campaign, because we were in the campaign mode, and we were like, well, I cannot come to you, and then I remembered, fuck, I need to create a lobby for us to wait and go into a game, and that probably took like 10 minutes. So yeah. Anyway, you know what I said yesterday about death and taxes and how weak the defense of Marseille is. Turns out it's fucking painful when you watch the game, because I've seen a lot of good things forward, you know, despite the fact that Ocampos is still going for, you know, the skill goal. He scored one scissors kick against Bastia, or I think it was Troyes, and since then he hasn't tried to put a straightforward goal. You know, every time he sees the ball in the air, I mean, go for a header. Don't put your fucking foot in the air, man. It's not going in. And I mean, even his goal that he scored, and I'm very thankful for that goal, because definitely sealed the fate. Who knows what would have happened if the opposite goalkeeper would have caught the ball. But it's still, you know, well, I'm gonna do a fucking control, I'm gonna do a little header for myself, and then boom! Oh boy, the ball is going so high, and it's a goal. Thank fuck. It's also the first time I've seen Lucas Silva being actually enthusiastic. Like he came running and was and it was the first time I've seen him so happy, and it was really weird to see. One other player that was really good is Barada, who is showing the fact that, well, Bielsa isn't a hack. He scouts players, he makes them come here, and they're pretty good, I guess. Yeah. No, but really, Ocampos should go try and do more straightforward stuff. We often say that Batshuayi should play more with his partners. Ocampos should definitely play more straightforward. You know, play more. You know, he had an occasion. He had a chance like 10 minutes before, and I don't know. He raked the ball once too many, and fuck. He was on his bad foot, so obviously the ball wouldn't have been able to go in. It's a really I mean, he had a lot of luck that it managed to go on the foot of an opponent to get a corner, because I don't think that the ball was going to go inside the goal. And that, I mean, Ocampos, I really like him. I want to like him even more. But he doesn't go the extra mile for that. And that's kind of shitty. One last thought. Localization of anime names. Still in, you know, the continuation of the big thing I have against the editors and like that. I don't know whether that was the original author who created that title. But there's one anime this season which Japanese name is very long. It's like Sakurako-san no Ashimoto ni wa Shitai ga umateru, which pretty much means there is a corpse buried under Sakurako's feet. And it's alright, but the English title is Sakura Beautiful Bones, Sakurako's Investigation. You know, it's like, hey, the case of the week. Except there's a thread for there is sure a case of the week, or on several weeks if that's a really heavy case, such as the current investigation, I would say. But makes you think. Well, I mean, all right. It's like One Punch Man. I really like the anime, but it's the anime is a little bit too monster of the week with some recurring plot, you know. But one thing I really hate about recent localizations of anime and manga, especially in my country, is, well, you know, the big house in the US has a name for that. We're gonna take the name and we literally changed nothing. We're gonna commercialize a manga in France under an English title. That will show them, like, or an anime like Roka no Yusha, which is the braves, or more exactly the heroes of the six flowers. But here it's Roka, so literally the six flowers. Subtitle: the braves of the six flowers. That's really nice. Thanks. Or here I have two DVDs, two French DVDs, 5 centimeters per second, and the voices of a distant star. And I'd set the title under which they've been sold here. I mean, at this point, I'd rather have something like Omoide Poro Poro, which has the Japanese title on top and the French subtitle under, which is Memories Tear by Tear, Drop by Drop, which is pretty much the, you know, Omoide is the memories, and Poro Poro is the sound of, you know, water falling drop by drop. And you know, that's pretty good. I like it. But who am I to talk? I don't work in the anime industry, so I'm probably my head far up my ass. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, where it will be, I guess, pretty short too. Goodbye. I mean, I don't have a lot of space on this. Bye bye.